long to make, they were afraid they'd lose the franchise, you know, the audience. They wanted to keep people interested, so they did Arkham Origins just to, you know, keep people in their seats. 37,000 lines. And I was the center of it, so I felt like I had 30,000 of those lines. I didn't, but you know, that's what it felt like. But for 2 years, doing that character, 7 days a week, 8 hours a day, 4-hour blocks, and then an hour for lunch, and then 4-hour blocks. It's mind-numbing. Building those games is mind-numbing. It's all done out of context. It's line after line after line after line after line. You know, get out! Oh, that's great. Could you give it with a little irony? Get out. Great, keep the irony and give it a little love. Get out. And then you're doing 3 takes of each take and 3 versions of each take, and then by the end of the week you don't know how to speak English anymore. I'm not exaggerating, but it's like, it's crazy time. And you're alone. You know, when you're doing the shows, you do them like radio plays. All of you are together in the booth, in the room together. The room is a booth, is a recording studio. We're all 6 or 8 or 10 of you, all the actors there together. And you're like kids in a playground. It's so much fun. And in 2 hours, you record a half-an-hour show, and it's done. A game, it takes 2 years. And you're alone in the room because they need completely separate takes because of the way the algorithms of the way the game is programmed. You know, if you decide to go down this rabbit hole or that rabbit hole, it goes into a whole different direction. Everything has to be separate. So you're alone. They go, okay, now the Joker is hanging you upside down by your toenails, and now you know, remember you have a broken arm and you have an eye that's been gouged, and you're swinging by your toes, and go. You know, I mean, it's literally, they're describing to you each, you know, thing, and then you, oh, and keep the Batman voice alive, you know. It's very, very, very challenging, building games. But then, when it's done, and you look at the game, and you see how incredible it is, and you think, that's my voice that's in there. That's my performance in there. You're so proud to be a part of it. But the process is nothing like the process of doing the shows. It's totally different. I don't know how I went down that.
Yeah. So there isn't just like a tea or something that you drink. So there's not just like tea lifted.
Well, tea and honey helps. See, I get started on these stories and I just go, I'm sorry.
Please, yes.
I hear it. But if you think I ramble, you should hear Mark Hamill. Now there's a guy who rambles. He will start and you cannot shut him up. Yes. Whenever they say to Comic Con, oh, you're doing a panel with Mark, I say, oh, no, I'm not. Because I'll just be sitting there nodding my head for an hour. No, I love Mark, but man, does he love to tell stories.
Hi, COC. I was just wondering, in all the time that you worked as Batman, particularly Batman the Animated Series, was there any particular like scene or line that's really like stuck with you over the years?
Well,
it's a lot of stuff.
yeah.
Besides the one you opened with, right? Besides the one you opened with.
Yeah. The scene that's, there are a lot of scenes that resonate with me. The one that really sticks with me a lot was in, and you never know why a certain scene will resonate with you, but it just emotionally touches you for some reason, was in Mask of the Phantasm. Which is a great and there's a scene, you know, it's Bruce, it tells the whole, for those of you who might not have seen it tells the whole background of the genesis of Batman. And I love any stories that tell that story because it goes goes into the whole emotional reason he exists, his parents' death, the vow he makes to them. And the reason it brings it all up is because he falls in love. He falls in love with Andrea Beaumont. I never counted on being happy. Exactly. When he made that vow to his parents, happiness was not an option in life. And suddenly, happiness was an option. And he suddenly realized, this is what life is about. It's about sharing love with someone. That's all it's about. And it's right there within his grasp. But he can't grab it unless he is released by his parents from his sacred vow. So he goes to their gravesite, and he has a moment of pleading with them to release him from this moral vow he's made. And just then, this flock of bats comes screaming up out of the earth and pulls him back, and he knows he can't escape his fate. And it was emotionally exhausting to perform. And for some reason, that moment of intimacy with his parents' memory brought back a lot of my own childhood challenges. My father was a very difficult man, a very complicated relationship with him. I ended up leaving when I was 16 with a friend so I could finish high school. And then I moved to New York when I was 17 and got a scholarship to Juilliard, and I've been supporting myself ever since. And it all had to do with the fact that this family disintegrated when I was in high school because of my father's alcoholism, various other incredible dramas that were going on in my family at the time, but all of them just scattered. And I was the youngest one, so I was the one kind of standing there going, what do I do now? Well, luckily, I had the common sense to put one foot in front of the other and keep on going. I didn't do anything stupid. But there were a lot of issues that were very raw in me from that time. And playing that scene, recording that scene, all of these things came up in me, and it just welled up in me. And Andrea came into the recording studio and she put her arms around me. And she said, that was fucking brilliant. She said, I don't know what you were drawing on. I'm sorry, I know there were children. I know there were children here, but you know, I get on a roll in a story. Forgive me. So that's a scene that I'm particularly proud of. I'm particularly